Hello guys, how are you guys doing? I'm back again guys with another tutorial. Last time we made a pattern, this or one piece trouser for kids. We made the pattern, and today we are going to be transferring it to fabric and sewing it. We are going to sew it today. As you can see, we are going to sew it right now. I've already placed my pattern on my fabric. I folded my jersey fabric into two, right side facing right side. So I'll go ahead now to add my seam allowance. Added at the waistline here 125 of an inch, and at the hem, at the down part, I added 1.5 inch to enable me, turn it over. And I added 2.5 of an inch all around here. That's just what I did. 2.5 of an inch, 1.5 inch, and all this area I only added 2.5 of an inch. Let me cut it out. I'm done cutting it out, guys. This is what it looks like. This is it. This is what it looks like. Let me take off my pins. I'll be using elastic, 1 inch elastic for one, while the other one I'll be using the fabric to make the waistband. So guys, if you take right now we are going to be sewing our already cut out pattern. I'm going to take it off I'm going to take my pattern off. This is the one that I used the same material for the waistband, the one that is the so-called yoga waistband style, not the one that we are going to be putting our elastic. Let me set this aside first. We take off and set it aside and keep it carefully well. You can alter it, use it anytime. So I haven't removed my pattern. You fold in half. Let me set this aside. You fold this one in half like so. Fold it in half. Right side facing right side. You fold it in half, and you match up the crotch area here. I hope you can see that. Then you may want to pin your fabric in place. Sorry about me. Just have different kinds of sizes of pin here. Pin it down. Make sure that. So this, I forgot to mention, I already overlocked the hem line, the down part of this one piece trouser block. I already overlocked it, both piece. You pin straight down. You equalize, please. You equalize it, pin straight down. This is just one piece that we cut out. I fold it in half, matching the crotch area. You can see one is the back crotch and one is the front crotch. I match them up, pin it down, and I already overlocked this edge here. So I put it on my machine and sew straight down with whatever seam allowance that you put down. I didn't even put any seam allowance on this one. I only put seam allowance on the other one, guys. So, but with whichever seam allowance that you put down, you sew. You sew straight down directly where I can sew on top. Normally I can equally sew on top, but this is it, guys. I sew straight down to the crotch level here. You sew straight down to the crotch level here. Remember, this is the waist area, it's still open, and this crotch extension area is still open. So I'll go now to my overlock and I'll just smoothen this edge. The same thing that I did here, that's the same thing I'm going to do to this leg here, this piece here. As you can see, I've already overlocked the hemline, the down part. I'll fold it in half just the same way that I did to this first one, and I'll sew straight down, after which I'll go to my overlock machine and overlock it down, straight down, and smoothen it. So guys, let me sew it down and come back and show you the next thing to do. So guys, I'm back to the sewing table. I'm done. I overlocked it. I'm done. As you can see, whenever I overlocked, or after overlocking I sew down, or I sew down before I overlocked, it gives me this nice feeling that my stitches are very well intact, and whoever is going to wear it is safe. Overlock has a kind of funny ways of especially on stretchy fabric, you may think you overlocked it properly, and at the end of the day when you open it, you find out that you'll be seeing one little hole somewhere. So I don't want that. So guys, this is it. So the next thing now that I'll do is to turn one right side out, like so, you can see, and I will be leaving one at the wrong side. One is at the wrong side, and I turn one right side out. So I will take this, put it inside this one here. You make sure you equalize the crotch area here and gently pin down. I'm done pinning it down, as you can see. I'm done pinning it round, all round. So the next thing now is to sew round. Sew it round. Make sure that you equalize this crotch area here. Make sure you equalize it to meet exactly, so that it won't look funny at the end of the day. So I will sew around the crotch area now, and we move to the next step or stage. So guys, I'm sewing with 1/4 of an inch, 2/5 of an inch, however you call it. Even if you sew with 1/2 inch, it's not a problem because it's a GC fabric. So ladies and gentlemen, I've done sewing it down. You check, you turn it around, you check if this area is matching, if it looks nice and clean. When you want to make something for sale or something like that, you don't want to make it so rough. Though some of these brands these days, they don't care, they already have a name, they just do whatever they like. Sometimes you get something in the store, before you come back home you notice 1 or 2 things that you need to amend. So guys, I'm done sewing it round. You can see I'll go back to my overlock now. I overlock it round. That's the next thing to do. So guys, before my new machine, the name is Cedar. It's not a popular brand, but like my Yuki. So my Yuki, or Yuki, we call it Yuki here in German language. I don't know how you pronounce it. This baby here, I'm loving it. It's very gentle, just as gentle as I am. Very calm, very chill. Yuki is that machine that is so powerful. Once you just step on it, you will hear the bass. Everybody will know that you are on, you are sewing, you are at work, you know, very fast. This one is just a gentle lady, very calm, easygoing. I'm liking it. I'm loving it. The name is Cedar, in case you may want it. I got it at the same place I got my Yuki, but this is a brand, the owner brand, but Yuki is another brand. But I just love this. Oh, maybe some other day I'll make a video on how the things that this Cedar makes, and the difference between the Cedar and the Yuki. All right guys, let me not cheap or confuse you. We are doing something else now. So let me go to my overlock and overlock it and come back, guys. So guys, I'm done overlocking it, looking clean, nice and beautiful. So guys, I'm done with the overlock. It's all looking beautiful, nicely finished. The next thing that we'll do is to turn it right side out. Beautiful people, this is it. I'm sorry, I'm kind of lazy standing up, going to the table, but I hope you can see it clearly here. This is it. This is it. Right side out. Right side out. This is what we have right now. This one is the one I want to put the yoga waistband in here. So this is what we have. This is the back. This is the back side of it. This is what we have. This is the inside. You can notice the inside is a little bit lighter. This is the inner, the crotch extension area down there. So the next thing now is my band. As you can see, I have my band here. You fold it in half. Let's indicate the back and the front. This is the front. Yeah, you fold it in half. You sew or you overlocked. I'm going to overlock this place. This is the band you overlocked. Let me give it just a quick sew before I overlocked it. Guys, if you have a home sewing machine, there is a special stitch that is normally used for stretchy fabric like this. After overlocking, this is what you have. This is what you have. After overlocking, this is what you have. You fold it in half now. You fold it in half. Make sure you equalize nicely. You may want to be patient with the fold it in half again. Fold it in half again to indicate where you want your side, where you want just like a reference point, just kind of saying, oh, this is my side. You fold it in half again, just lightly indicate that this particular point here is your side. You lightly mark it. This pen is removable, but you make it lightly. I made it bold because of the tutorial. So right now I'm going to carefully attach. Having indicated the size and the center, let me indicate my center too. Having indicated the two sides and the center, you just give it a slight you just give it a slight mark there. Having done that, I want this place that I joined to face my center back, like so. I want it to align with the center back here. Properly place it. If it's too pokey, you push one of the seam allowance to this other side, push the other one to this other side to enable you place it very well. Equalize and make sure that. So guys, the only thing I'm doing here is spinning round, matching my center to my center where I indicated this mark. I've matched the center back. I'm now aligning my center front. I've aligned my center back, aligning my center front here, so that you have less work when sewing or overlocking it. The other side too. Let's see, because I should have given it a notch. So I haven't done that. The next thing now is to pin round, stretching it and make sure it fits into your waistband, guys. If you don't know how to make this calculation, please check my videos on how to make a hair bonnet. There you will see how I calculated the jersey band that I used for the hair bonnet. That is going to help you a lot. Check it and know how to get your band accurately. When putting elastic inside, hey, you can cut the seam. While sewing down, guys, you use your hands to stretch your band, because you know that the band is shorter than is smaller than the main waist circumference. You have to pull it while sewing. After sewing, I will go to my overlock now too. So guys, I'm done with the waistband. This is what we have. This is what we have, guys. Looking all beautiful. You know that you know the formula of cutting this waistband, because if you don't use this formula, it's not going to be fitted at the waist. It will be kind of loose, so to say. So this is the first style. This is normally called our yoga waistband, all neatly done and finished. This is it. This is how it looks. This is the front and this is the back. So the only thing remaining now is this, to hem the down part 1 inch. As you can see, I move over to my sewing machine, because there's a function I want to use to hem the down part of this one-piece trouser block, which is not which I don't have in my industrial sewing machine, guys. And as you can see here, I changed my 2-needle function. We call it a twins needle here. This is how it looks like. This is a bigger size twin needle. The upper part is single, but when you come down here is 2. We call it twin needle. So I'll be using this for the other one. Sorry, I didn't mention. And let me move this aside. This one is a bigger size. I'm also done sewing it, overlocking the down part. At the waist area here, I'm going to be inserting my elastic. I'm not going to be making a normal waistband like this. So let me quickly start with this one. Let me just hem the down, then I'll show you how you can use your elastic for the waistband here. So guys, I'm folding in by 3/4 of an inch, using my pins to hold it in place. You can also use your hemming gum to do this. Just put your hemming gum under, and you have your neat finishing. You put your hemming gum under and iron it down, and you also have a clean finishing if you don't want to finish it this way that I'm going to show you now. There are many ways of doing these things, guys. A whole lot of ways of doing these things. Aside from hemming it down with hemming gum or doing it this way, if you know other methods, don't hesitate to let me know, guys. I'm learning every day. I love learning. I like learning. So this is what we'll have. Let me bring my machine a bit close to you guys. So I haven't inserted my twin needle now. I'm sewing through the front, but I'll just keep it like this so that I'll gently remove my pins. So I'm using my hands to feel where the lines of my overlock. I'm using my hands to feel it because we are going to sew it at the right side. So the edge of my twin needle, one edge of my twin needle should be at that edge of my where I overlocked at the last edge. I'm using my hands to feel it, to arrange it. So guys, let's go. I'm using my hands to feel it, making sure that I'm keeping it at that very edge. You may want to also turn the back side to be sure that you are on point. Guys, when working with this JC fabric, you just take your time. You take your time, don't be in a rush. So at the end of the day, you have your clean finish. So guys, let me sew it round. I hope you can see what I'm doing. I'm using my hands to feel. You walk your way gently. I'm now using 3 thread. You see, you feel it so that you get everything. So let me show you what we have. You can want to, if you can make this such design on it. You can decide to work your way from the inside. You can decide to work your way from the outside. Depends on the effect that you want to get at the end of the day. To have these 2 tiny lines here, guys. So I'm just showing you. I'll take it off and do the normal one. So guys, I'm done sewing it round. This is the finished look of our one-piece, lovely, beautiful trouser, whatever you may call it, leggings or whatsoever. Very comfortable, guys. Very comfortable. It's as comfortable as anything. We'll give it a slight press later. Just give it a nice press, and your leggings is ready, guys. Very ready to be worn. You can see that. So the next one, I want to show you how I want to finish this one. For this one, although I've overlocked it, I want to make another style of finishing. I folded a 1/2 inch in, like so. and I'm folding it out again. You fold a 1/2 inch in, fold it back like so, a 1/2 inch back, holding this place. I'm having 2 fabric now. Let me go again. You fold a 1/2 inch in, turn it again facing you, so you have something like this. So this is how I'll be holding it. I'll pin it round, and I'll go to my overlock machine, use my overlock machine to overlock it round, and we are going to see the effect that this is going to give us at the end of the day. So I pin. If you turn it round, it's going to give us some kind of very beautiful effect at the end of the day. So for the waist, we go ahead to sew like so and attach it to my waist. You can also decide to just place it first. You may decide to place it like so and overlap it at the end of the day, any which way. If you don't want to disturb yourself, you overlap. Get your machine or your overlock machine. Let me get my overlock. Start with, this is my elastic. I overlapped and sewed it. I went to the sewing machine and sew it. So you bring your trouser block, place it at the waist here, you pin it. Before I do that, I would like to indicate my markings so that I know how to draw my elastic when drawing it. So this and this is 1 equal part, so you fold it again in another half to determine the size where you want to place at the side, so that you have an in view of how you are going to be drawing your elastic at the end of the day. This is just all about it. You fix it, get your pin down, take this side to this other front part where you make your line, your marking there, you pin down. You can see that this is a bigger size. That's why I told you can make anything out of this, any size at all. You notch your size, though we don't have side, but you just eyeball it and know the size. This is it. You pin down here like so. Do the same thing here. You pin down, following where you indicated you made a mark. You pin down. So I'll come over now to my overlock. You may want to be careful. So guys, I'm sewing and I'm dragging it down, so you sew around the waistline. So guys, I'm done overlocking it. I'm done. You place the rubber from the inside, not from the outside. Place it from the inside where you have your seam. Then I'm done overlocking it now. The next thing I'll do is to fold it in. You carefully fold it in like so and pin. Fold it all round in. I use a 1 inch elastic. You fold it in, making sure that your elastic is firmly. Set this aside. Don't let it to be so pokey at one end. So guys, this is what we have. At this point now, you can come in with your 2 needle, with the 2 needle that we used initially, or you just run 1 seam across it Let me see if I can use the 2 needle to run across it, guys. This is another way of sewing this band, you can see. So let me bring up my machine now, try to use the 2 needle function. I don't know what's wrong with my pin. You see that, guys? So guys, I went in now with my 2 needle function. I went in with my 2 needle to just give it a beautiful nice finishing there at the waistline. That's what I'm doing. I used the bigger one. When I was sewing this, I used the smaller needle. Now I'm using a bigger needle. You draw it so that you can be able to sew. You draw it so that you can be able to sew. And to keep arranging it using your finger tips. You may underwrite this. So guys, this is what we have for the second method. You can see the inside and the outside is looking so beautiful. I'm liking this method. I'm loving it, not just liking it, I'm so loving it, guys. This is what we have. I used 1 inch elastic for this. This is what we have. So at the down part here, like I said, I shouldn't have overlocked it, but I did. What I'll do is to go in with my machine with my overlock to overlock it round. What did I do? Simple. I repeat it again. Let me use this other leg. I folded in like a 1/2 inch, like so, 1/2 inch, like so. I'm eyeballing it, guys. Then you flip it back like so. So you are going to be sewing this edge, overlocking this edge right now round. This is just the only thing remaining. This is another style. I don't want to sew it like the way I sew this particular one. Let me. Okay guys, so that's the down part there, that the hemline. That's what I'm trying to smooth out. You fold in, fold out, fold in 1/2 inch, fold out. A little bit pokey because I've already overlocked 1 layer, but it's not looking good. So you guys, this is what we have. This is what we have now. Let's turn it and see. You see that? You see the effect that you achieved? You see? You align your edges. Try as much as possible. Sometimes it's hard. I will still go in with my sewing machine again to just give it 1 line, just to be sure that everything is okay, guys. This is it. I'll do the same thing to this other leg here. As you can see, I've already pinned it down. I'll go in again with my overlock, making sure that it's 1/2 inch. It looks a little bit bigger than 1/2 inch, guys. You measure it. There's my tape. And with my sewing machine to just give it 1 stitch round, so I'm sure that everything is properly and nicely finished. So guys, I'm done with the tutorial. As you can see, I hope this tutorial was helpful. You can see this is the front and this is the back. Look at that. Very beautiful, guys. Very beautiful. You can never go wrong with your 1-piece trouser. You can see this one, guys, with a yoga waistband. Looking all beautiful. This is it. Looking beautiful, all beautiful and nice. Thank you guys for passing by. I'll see you guys on my next one. Bye.